Hello Garage Squad, my name's Cliff Mahoney and I live in Billings, Montana. I'm making this video to ask for your help in getting my son Ryan's pickup up and running. You know, we all love the Garage Squad mission of helping regular people fix up their special vehicles. And we think this project, well, I know this project will fit right in. The truck is a 55 First Series that Ryan's grandfather Jack gave to him back in '92. Not only is the truck rare as a 1955 First Series, but it's special because it was actually Grandpa Jack's very first work truck at the Montana Power Company, where he worked over 37 years in Butte, Montana. Service is a theme in our family. Jack was a Marine in World War II and his wife Betty served in the Army Nurse Corps. Since then, multiple generations have upheld the tradition of service to our country and our communities in the military, law enforcement, and emergency medical services. Jack drove the truck as a gas serviceman for many years, but when it was retired, he lost touch with it. Years later, Jack realized that the old truck he was trying to help a local family get out of their yard was indeed his old service truck. He bought it and parked in the field where it sat for many more years. In 1992, Ryan asked his grandpa if he could have the truck to restore it. For the next 2 years, it was a frame-off father-son project. We spent countless hours in the garage working, busting knuckles, swearing, and we did have a ball. In '94, we moved to Billings, Montana, and the truck sat until my wife and I purchased a body shop. After a few years, the business was strong enough that we could afford to finish off the truck. We put it together, installed a junkyard V8, and painted it Ryan's favorite color. The truck was then taken back to Butte, where we parked it in the exact same spot in the father-in-law's yard, so we could take a few before and after pictures. How thrilling to see it back in service again. The smiles all around were fantastic. As is our family tradition, my son has a long record of service and sacrifice for others. He started his career in law enforcement as a reserve deputy in Stark County, North Dakota in June of '97. Since then, he's been a deputy sheriff in both Adams and in Stark County, North Dakota, as well as spending 10 years full-time in the Army National Guard's Civil Support Team, where he served as a hazardous materials survey team leader. Just last year, he left the CST to move back into law enforcement for the Burleigh County Sheriff's Department in Bismarck, North Dakota. As a Stark County deputy in Dickinson, North Dakota, Ryan drove the truck all the time, and he was looking forward to enjoying it with his family for years to come. But on Father's Day 2002, a severe hailstorm went through Dickinson and his truck was hammered. The windshield was smashed and the body has dents the size of grapefruits. But the truck was the least of his worries because his home lost every window on 2 sides. The roof and the siding were destroyed. His wife and 2 small children had to hide under the kitchen counter because the hail was coming into the house. He was not at home that night because as a Stark County deputy, he was out assisting others impacted by the storm. Because of the severe damage from the storm, the truck could not be driven. Even though our family owned a small body shop, I was never a bodyman, and in 2003 I realized that running a body shop, that wasn't for me. I decided to follow my sons into law enforcement as my next career. Over the past 15 years, Ryan has not been able to work on the truck due to busy family and work schedules, as well as the financial burden of raising his family. He did push it into his garage and he started to take the engine out. But with the lack of funds and of mechanical experience, his efforts were stalled. He's so anxious to get back behind the wheel of his grandfather's truck. I know if I lived closer, I could help him out. But I live 6 hours away. It seems fitting that Ryan's history of service to his country and community be rewarded by being able to once again drive his grandfather's service truck. With your help, we hope to be able to give Grandma Betty, who's 94, a ride in the old truck again. And heck, who knows, maybe Ryan's youngest son could drive his date to the prom in it. We love the history of this project and we hope you will too. Again, I gotta say, thanks for letting me even try this.